Coming up on Torrance Today, major improvements made along this stretch of Plaza del Amo keeps both drivers and pedestrians safer. El Camino College may hold the key to your next job. We'll tell you why. And if preparing your Thanksgiving dinner is better left to someone else, we've got the Torrance restaurants that have got your back. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Kirk Lyons. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, November 15th. I hope your week is running smoothly. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. The city's Public Works Department recently completed another major project enhancing our streets in East Torrance.
The scope of the work for the project, it was a roadway enhancement project. We widened the entire street and it included reconstruction of the curb, gutter, and sidewalks, driveways. It also included installing new streetlights on the north side of the street, as well as angled parking stalls on the south side of the street. Redid the landscaping within this area, as well as installed a mid-block crosswalk, which included stop signs with flashing red beacons to facilitate ingress and egress to the Little League field. The project began last November and it took 6 months to complete. It was completed in May of this year, and yes, there has been significant improvement in this area. We've noticed just the path of travel, comments from Little League that they have better access into their field. It's been very positive. Overall, I think it's a great improvement to this community. I think it's not only it looks better, I think it's safer for the residents in this area, and especially because the Little League, there are kids playing on the weekends. I think it's an overall very good improvement to this project for this street.
Moon says the makeover was entirely funded by a nearly $3 million grant from Metro. She says the first $700,000 went towards purchasing the north side of the street from a private owner in order to install the streetlights. The remaining money, she says, went towards the design and construction of the project. The Torrance Historical Society held a very thoughtful thank you gathering last week, letting friends and volunteers know that they are making a difference in our community.
We're celebrating what we say. It's a Thanks for Giving event, and it's really for our volunteers, but it's also for neighbors, for the people that visit the museum. They help keep us going, whether they're a member or they just come to visit and they share memories and stories. Those things help keep the museum open for future generations. And, people think Torrance Historical Museum is operated by the City of Torrance, and it's not. It's all volunteers that come in, spend their Sunday afternoons, their Wednesday afternoons here. They do school tours, and they try to keep the history and the memories of Torrance alive.
And it's a night to say thank you to all of the donors and the volunteers. The personal touch cannot be underestimated, and we haven't had events in a few years, and people are just so happy to be back together and to celebrate great places like our Historical Society.
Being on the City Council, I realize how important it is to have the community involvement that we have. The involvement of the volunteers and the citizens in our city is really what makes Torrance a special place.
The Thanks for Giving party included delicious appetizers and precious time with fellow supporters of the Torrance Historical Society. The nonprofit is always looking for more volunteers. Just go to torrancehistoricalsociety.org to learn more. The California Department of Public Health has reported the first death of this winter season to a child under the age of 5 due to the flu and the respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV. Young children remain the most vulnerable to severe complications from RSV and the flu, especially if they have an underlying medical condition or were born premature. Public health officials say we are entering a busy winter virus season and urge parents and guardians to vaccinate their children as soon as possible against both the flu and COVID-19 as cases have been rising. To help address the current and anticipated surge in hospitalizations, the CDPH issued a new guidance that allows health facilities to reconfigure space as needed to accommodate patient surge. They also recommend all healthcare facilities without existing pediatric services to explore short-term measures to expand capacity for treating pediatric patients. Find your next job opportunity at a major job expo tomorrow. It takes place at El Camino College, and prospective employers will have on-site job interviews with those who come prepared. Officials say more than 100 open positions are ready to be filled from companies such as Amazon, Metro, and UPS. And for those wanting a little break in between looking for jobs, there will also be music, a food truck, games, and raffle prizes. The event takes place from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Student Services Plaza. The campus is located at 16007 Crenshaw Boulevard with parking available in Lot C. Homework, writing assignments, and studying can be tough on both the student and the parent, but a free program offered through the Torrance Public Library is here to help. It's called BrainFuse Help Now, and all you need is your library card to get started. Tutoring is available from 1 to 10 p.m. 7 days a week for all subjects for grades K through 12 and even some college courses and adult learning. But the help doesn't stop there. Help Now offers a 24-hour writing lab, personalized e-learning tools, the ability to collaborate with friends in a virtual study room, plus a lot more. You can even get help completing the application for federal student aid. The best part is it's free. For more information, be sure to visit the Torrance Public Library's website at library.torranceca.gov. And the Torrance City Council meets tonight to conduct city business. A proclamation will be read declaring November 26th Small Business Saturday in Torrance. The finance director will recommend that the City Council accept and file a general fund operating fund budget update and provide direction of future SST priority project funding. And the Community Development Director will recommend that City Council accept and file the 2022 Housing Legislation Report. The public is invited to the Council Chambers tonight at 6:30 p.m. at 3031 Torrance Boulevard. Virtual participation continues to be an option. You can send an email to the meeting to Council Meeting Public Comment at torranceca.gov. You can watch the meeting live on our website, YouTube, and of course, right here on Torrance City Cable. And there are only 2 shopping days left at the Torrance Certified Farmers Market before Thanksgiving. And vendors there have so many seasonal items that can really bring out the flavors for your next big meal.
We all know that Thanksgiving's coming up, and so a lot of our produce that's in season you can have on your Thanksgiving table. One of my favorite vegetables is a potato, to be quite honest, and it sounds kind of boring, but it's not. Our green beans are really good because it's very plentiful, and I think the farmers are selling them at a really good price. Also, with the cost of inflation, I'm finding, and customers are telling me, that the farmers market prices are actually cheaper right now compared to the prices at a supermarkets for some things. I'm going to get apples for apple pie. I'm going to get all my stuffing ingredients: celery, bread, sausage. You can get turkey here. You can order it at Le Bon Ranch. They're taking orders right now. The thing about shopping at the farmers market, you don't have to be a chef. People love coming to your house for dinner, and they think it's one of the best dinners they've ever had, and it's only because it's fresh.
Chan says one of her favorite Thanksgiving sides is a salad made with persimmon and pomegranate, salad greens of your choice, and a rice wine vinaigrette. And just a reminder, the market accepts EBT, so feel free to swing by the information booth to learn how to use it if you qualify. The market is open on Tuesdays and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., rain or shine. If preparing a multi-dish Thanksgiving meal is not your ideal way to spend your holiday, there is some good news. Discover Torrance curated a list of local restaurants that are ready to greet you and your family with some delicious dishes. 21 Square Bar and Kitchen, located inside the Torrance Marriott, is preparing a 3-course prix-fixe Thanksgiving dinner starting at 2 p.m. on Thursday. Black Angus has a traditional Thanksgiving feast. The Depot will carve turkey from 1 to 7 p.m. Doubletree by Hilton will have a Thanksgiving buffet brunch from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and again from 2 to 4. King's Hawaiian Bakery and Restaurant has an island-themed Thanksgiving meal available to take home. Lucille's Smokehouse has a barbecue-inspired feast for 10, also available to go. And Truxton's American Bistro and Urban Plates invite you to enjoy a special menu on Thanksgiving Day. If it's just dessert you're looking for, don't forget to place your order for seasonal pies and other sweet treats at the Torrance Bakery. And for all the restaurants we mentioned, be sure to call ahead to place your order or make reservations. The sooner, the better. Still ahead, it's Team Torrance Tuesday, and we'll tell you about two of our hometown sports teams that did our city proud over the weekend. We'll be back in 60 seconds. At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Team Torrance Tuesday, we'd like to tell you about two of our local sports teams that not only represented our city this past weekend, they each brought home medals. Torrance United is our adaptive recreation soccer team, and the Torrance Marvels is our softball team. They each competed on Saturday and Sunday in the Special Olympics Fall Games in Fountain Valley. Nearly 300 athletes from all over Southern California came to compete in softball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, and golf. And along with the athletes, hundreds of volunteers, local police and sheriff, families and friends came out to cheer them on throughout the weekend. This competition meant a lot because it had been 2 years since the last time the games were held, and the enthusiasm was contagious. The Marvels took home gold, winning the entire tournament, and Torrance United brought home silver. A special thanks goes out to the dedicated volunteers and coaches who make competitions like this possible, and congratulations to the athletes who spent countless hours practicing and honing their skills and making Torrance proud. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.